I think that one of the most important lessons we can learn in life is how to keep things in perspective. This is especially true when it comes to our wants, our needs, and what the Lord provides us. If you are a believer, you know and have faith that our absolute needs will always be provided for, and God will never throw more at us than we can handle. Human nature will always drive us to yearn for more than we have, and that's where needing to have perspective comes into place. This is the basis for this week's segment of RKR. At number 12 we have the Bubble Bath Man Teas. Sure, you've been ranked last every week to this point in my rankings. But you need to look on the bright side. You've got a great job that pays well. You have time for yourself to relax in the occasional bubble bath. I haven't seen you in a while, but you must have a great body to have the confidence to rock a man thong, and you even found a lady that finds you attractive. The way I see it, you have nothing to complain about. You are a blessed man, and don't need fantasy success to be happy. The 11th ranked team this week is Rivers of No Return. You are currently in last place in the real standings, and have the least amount of time left to live of all of us. But let's look on the bright side. You have a beautiful wife and daughters, a great job, and are closer to collecting Social Security than any of us. Depends are becoming more and more discreet. Catheters can be ordered online and your unit can still perform. The way I see it, you are blessed in many ways and don't need victories in fantasy when you have so many in real life. At number 10 is Token Negro. Being 3-0 and still ranked 10th must be tough to take. On one side, you have this false hope that your team is good, but reality is what it is, and sooner than later, this season is going to fall apart for you. But let's really keep happiness in perspective for you. You found a tall, beautiful wife who doesn't mind that you're 5'5". Going bald was actually a blessing for you. Black guys look good bald and it saves you time shaving in the morning. Add to all this 3 beautiful kids, and what more could you ask for? You find happiness in reality, and don't need it in fantasy. Number 9 this week is Manning the Forte. Tough season, full of injuries right off the bat. You are as involved if not more involved than anybody, but are the only commissioner to have not won a championship. Thinking about it though, you have so much to be thankful for. You found a gorgeous wife, way before your hair started receding. And she never minded being the breadwinner in the house while you looked for a new career. And your reputation has completely recovered from the days of wearing cross colors. And, because Sash got injured, you were the shit. Life is good, my friend. At 8 we have Rich Nose. Very disappointing start, in a season filled with so much hope. Countless hours of mock drafting all seems to be a waste now, but worry not. I too was blessed with a beautiful wife, who married me well before I weighed 240 pounds. Mostly in my gut and my head. I was just blessed last week with 2 more kids, giving me a total of 6. Have you guys ever been in a small house with 6 kids? What a blessing. God has given me so much, I don't think I could find room for any more. Number 7 this week is Keeping It Real. Another season right in the middle of the pack. They say nothing is worse in pro sports than being right in the middle of the pack. Just good enough to compete, but never good enough to win it all. Look at it this way. You're not the oldest guy in the league, even if you look like it. You have a great family, and your wife even lets you come out to play every once in a while. The way I see it, you have nothing to complain about. Northern Core, you are our 6th ranked team heading into week 4. Right on the cusp of both greatness and obscurity. Isn't it funny how the lines are blurred between fantasy and reality? You, as many of us, were lucky to find a beautiful wife. You, my friend, were lucky to find one who had low standards. At least ours found us while we were still in shape and good looking, but yours was able to see beyond the chubby, mustache-wearing Naco-Libba hair-do-look-alike guy with potential. She was well rewarded for her patience, as will you be as the season progresses. Our 5th ranked team is Factory of Sadness. Things are looking up for Tim, in life and fantasy. Not only did you marry a girl who wouldn't give you the time of day in high school, but you get to live in her gorgeous lake house to boot. I only hope for your sake that what they say about steroid use isn't true, because this is one girl you want to keep happy for a long time. With all these blessings, however, you don't belong among the upper echelons of my rankings. Those spots are much more deserving of others, who are far less blessed. At 4 we have Show Me Your TDs. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Having never met you, I can only form an opinion about you on what I've seen and heard. And it's been telling. I'm so sorry that your friends drew a picture of a giant penis on your face when you fell asleep. That must have been humiliating. In a recent veto trade, one that took 4 votes to veto, you took the fall for us all. These guys, who you consider a friend, turned their backs on you. Your team name tells me that you're a shallow guy. And a guy with no friends. Brother, you need a hug and a few extra wins this season to make up for all the pain in real life. Opening up our top 3 is the Icky Shuffle. What the good Lord omitted in looks he made up for in confidence. We all look forward to getting out of our teen years and puberty. Only you took the leap right to middle-age form. The beard won't grow, the gut won't stop. Unfortunately for us white guys, we only look better bald if we're buff. But don't fret, the Lord provides for all of us in some form. For you, it's a 3-0 start, and I hope you can find some solace in that. So-called Trojans. It must be hard to be a big brother of a guy who didn't even get a driver's license until he was 25, only to be leapfrogged by him in this cruel game of life when he drove his first car up the driveway of his first house before you. Under no circumstances would anybody call you a short guy, but you still had to stand on a stool in your wedding picture standing next to my sister. You're a couple decades late on the mullet look, and admit you just need a break. Well, here it is. Number 2 ranking on the RKR. At number 1 we have our Mobile Monkeys. The most deserving of a break this week goes to none other than the Monkeys. Have any of you ever bought a new car, only to find out you're unemployed the next week? Or how many of you have ever been out with friends, drinking and having a good time, then thrown up on yourself? Twice. The most picked on guy annually in my rankings has definitely earned the blessings being bestowed upon him now, in the ultimate what goes around, comes around turn of events. Congratulations, Scott, you are the most deserving of all the accolades and honor that come with being number 1 in this week's RKR.